Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hey viewers, today we have Nishit Vora with us. He is a graduate from Mumbai University and recently completed his MBA from KJ Somaiya. So today he will be sharing his scoop with all of us. So hi Nishit, how are you?
Hello sir, I'm good.
Great. So Nishit, so we all know that you are a graduate from Mumbai University and complete from KJ Somaiya. Apart from this, can you brief us, give us a bit of your background, and if you can brief the viewers about it?
Yeah, so I did my bachelor's from Nagendas Khandwala College, commonly known as the NL College. So I did my BMS from there. After that, I selected finance as my specialization over there. So like any other fresher, I started my preparation for MBA entrances during the course of my undergraduation. During the end of the last year, I applied for various colleges and universities, and I got through various universities, out of which I selected KJ Somaiya as my destination. So here I am doing PGDM, I'm doing a postgraduate in financial services. So that's the course that I'm following in KJ Somaiya. Along with that, I have various hobbies of dancing, sports like standard sports like cricket, football, very stupid sports, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Not stupid, but yes, good. Common sports.
Common sports.
Great. Okay, so as you said that you were a fresher when you joined KJ. So can you just brief the viewers? Like, I mean, there are many students who generally ask, so how they will be able to cope up with the studies? How will they be able to prepare for CAT or any of the other entrances? So can you just brief about your prep, how you went through, what were the challenges that you faced, and then the GDPI, which is the second stage of selection. So how you cracked GDPI stage as well?
Yeah. So knowing about various MBA colleges and how the things go in MBA colleges, the main important thing about any MBA college is the placements. So when you look at placements, the minimum criteria for any college, for any company to shortlist you is either 60 or 70% in graduation. So it's not that you want to be a ranker in graduation and you have to have a lot of good grades to get into an MBA college. So during my course of preparation, I did not concentrate a lot on BMS. I just had a few benchmarks that I have to cross 70% mark, and the rest focus was given to my preparation for MBA entrances like CAT, CET, CMAT, etc. And that's how I pulled it through. So I was very focused towards the entrances. So I started the preparation in second year and went through the preparation throughout the 2 years, and I was able to get it. In that, the GDPI concepts that were asked in KJ Somaiya has case discussions instead of group discussions during my time. So in case discussion, a normal caselet will be given to you. The points are given in the case itself. The main important point that anyone has to do in that is to pick the points from that case and elaborate through various examples of real world and explain that will give you an additional points in that. That's pretty simple and no hard work that too you have to do for that. So current affairs and simple knowledge is good enough for that. In PI, being a fresher, it's important that you know your subjects that you have studied in your undergraduation, because most of the colleges, not just KJ Somaiya, the other colleges also will ask you for various interests of your various subjects that you have studied under graduation. So I had derivatives and various subjects. So you need to elaborate on that so that you can drive your interview on those subjects. Along with that, various colleges like KJ Somaiya also grill you on various things that you are doing. Like one of the interviews that I had with Symbiosis, they asked me that you are having a lot of extracurricular activity, state level certification for football, etc. So do you think you will digress from the actual MBA like management student to a sports student? Do you think that will be the thing that you will be digressing from? So the basic thing that you need is that any sport or any activity that you do, whether it's book reading or any particular sports like football or cricket, that always adds to the personality development of a person. So you know about teamwork, how do you play in teams, how do you have concentration while reading, everything develops various skills. So nothing that you do in this world is a waste. So that's the basic thing that you need to know. Like every college, saying about KJ Somaya, it has a great infrastructure, you know that. So it has a football ground, a youth-sized football ground, athletic track, in-house badminton court, table tennis, squash, everything that you say, it's there. Swimming pools, everything. So they also push for any student to have a sports extracurricular so that they can relieve their stress of the management, that the graduation that they are doing, the PGDM course that they are doing, and they can be free and have a good personality development as a whole too.
Okay, great, great. So, the college, I mean, you don't have to give up on your passion when you are studying
Yes, right.
and going through these subjects. Oh, that's great. So, as you were talking about KJ Somaya, so as you said that it has a huge playground with in their infrastructure. So, what in addition to this, I mean, there are many students who would be aspiring for KJ Somaya, and obviously, apart from placements, there are certain other things which a student always looks forward for.
Right.
So, in addition to what you just said, which are the other things or which are the other things?
So I can say that for any MBA graduate, whenever anyone enters a university, placements is the first thing. You know that placements for KJ Soma is one of the top in Mumbai. It's one of the great colleges in Mumbai. So along with that, there are various committees and clubs that KJ Somai has. It has around 20-30 clubs and committees. All are student driven. So you have Pathfinder, you have eCell, that is entrepreneurship cell. So if anyone has entrepreneurial ideas, they want to develop their ideas post the MBA, they can do that. You have a particular goal, like you want to go into finance or marketing or HR or operations. You have different clubs catering to your needs and your interests, like FinStreet for finance. RM has various things, Maker, Mela, etc. And other things like Operation has Quantum for them. Every club has a particular audience that they cater to and any interest that they cater to. So any interest that you have will be catered with various clubs and committees that you have. Along with that, the infrastructure we were talking about, the sports and all that's aside. Along with that, if you are a finance geek, there is Bloomberg terminals at your access. You can go and use your Bloomberg terminal anytime, anywhere, and you can get that information whatever you want to have. So the subscription for that, the college pays. So you don't have really to do anything from your end. Just go and log into your terminal, and the information will be at your grasp. Along with that, the faculties, there are a lot of faculties available at KJ Somoya. If there is not one faculty, if you are going to Sir Hitesh Punjabi, you can go to some other faculty if he is not available. The whole floor is blocked for just faculty cabins, and there are across 100 cabins there. So you have 20-30 faculties for each section that you have. So finance will have 20 faculties, marketing will have 20 faculties, HR will have 20 faculties. So it's not that if you have any doubt, if you have any anything that you want to know about your career or anything, you can know, and you can just approach any faculty at there and they will help you. That's the one of the greatest thing that I can say about KJ Somaya.
Okay, great, great. So KJ Somaya, being such an old institute, has taken care of each and everything when it comes
Yes.
to infra or faculty, everything.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. So, Nishit, I mean, you are done with your PGDM, and so what changes do you basically see in yourself before the MBA part and after completing your PGDM from KJ?
So for any MBA graduate at KJ Somaya, you have various things that you can do. So one of the thing is that the hostel facilities that they provide. So when any person, an outstation person comes and stays at the hostel, me being a Mumbaiker, I also went and stayed in the hostels of KJ Somaya because it was a really big deal. You can save a lot of time and you can be there with your peers, and there is a lot of peer learning over there. So you can know how to develop yourself, how to handle yourself, how to manage situations. So the personality development there is amazing. At the same time, when I went there, I was like a rookie, a fresher, knowing nothing, just academic concepts. like any other MBA college, KJ Soma also has a lot of case study competitions, and case studies are taught in the any subjects that we go to. So that is a really good thing to have a hands-on experience of the actual ongoing cases of Harvard or any other cases that the faculty will be pursuing himself. Along with that, there are various life projects and internship opportunities that KJ gives us through various committees and other sides otherwise also. So those life projects help you. So I'm into finance. I like equity research. So one of the time I got a opportunity to have a life project in equity research. So that's a really good help for me because I can know the industry for in the 1 or 2 months that I've been working in. I can know the stock markets if I want to trade. So everything is there is hands-on experience that you're getting. Along with that, you have faculties that are actual corporate leaders, the presidents and vice presidents of various big companies coming there and teaching you various things. So the skill addition is really good. So the three things that I think that are very good that came out from KJ for me was one is sports that I had due to the facilities. The other thing is the confidence boost due to the various committees, the various festivals and all that we organized and took part into. The third is the skill development through the college faculties and various tools that they are providing like Bloomberg Terminal and other research institutional sites as well. That's really good.
Okay, great, great. And this is huge actually.
Yeah, actually.
Nice. Okay, so last but not least, since you were a fresher and you were juggling between the college studies and preparing for MBA, and there were many students who are like that they are not good with quant or they are not good with verbal, and they always have a query how to go ahead with it. So, is there any pro tip that you want to give to these students who are either preparing for CAT or other entrances, or who are preparing for group discussion, interview, or case discussion, or anything that you want to share with the viewers?
So one of the things that I can say is that CAT is really simple. Just that people have that fear from CAT that it's really difficult and it's just normal aptitude test that you're giving. You have 1 hour for each section, 3 sections. Hardly if you can attempt only 15 or 17 with a good accuracy, you put your time into that, you can get 3 points out of 1545 from one section. That is approximately 135 from the total 3 sections that you have if you can attempt at a good accuracy level. So you can score easily in CAT. It's not a big deal that you are not able to score or something. Just a little bit of focus and a good accuracy will get you through CAT easily. So it's not so difficult, and the fear should get out because many people are like CET is the simplest exam and CAT is the most difficult exam after that, obviously. So it's not that, because you don't have to fear from any exam because it's just aptitude. It's just knowing you as your managerial skills. So it's an MBA exam ka entrance test. So it's just testing your management abilities of time management. How do you handle pressure? That's all that it's testing from you. So be focused and be calm in that situations. Along with that, in GD and PI, I can say that in GD there are 10-15 people depending on the college and the panels. So you just have to make 2 or 3 entries that are good. That's all. You just have to stand out in those 2 or 3 entries. Other people are saying any garbage or anything, don't give any attention to them. Just focus on the group, whatever they are talking. Give some relevant points, 3 or 4 points, that's enough. You don't have to keep on entering. You don't have to be like, I don't want to start, I don't want to cut that person. It's not like that. Just if you have a valid point, just say that. That will help you anytime, not just group discussion but any conversation in your life. Along with that, if we are talking about personal interviews, any person cannot judge any person in just 15 or 20 minutes of an interview. They cannot judge you entirely in those minutes. If you are failing in any interview, don't say that you are a failure or whatever. It's a possibility that you might get rejected in some college, some good college, but there might be some other good college whose faculties who are interviewing you might know the worth that you are. So just in those 10 to 15 minutes, show your skills, whatever they are asking, and just be confident about whatever you're saying. If you don't know an answer, it does not matter. They are an institute that they are going to teach you. It's not necessary for you to know everything. If you know everything, you should be in their place and not the other way. That's simple. So don't do really be scared of anything in that sense. That's pretty much.
Correct. I also agree. Like if someone knows each and everything, then they might not need an MBA as well.
Yeah, right.
Correct. So that's it from my side, Nishit. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with all the viewers, and we wish you luck for your future endeavors.
Thanks, sir, for having me here.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.